we're now going to head to Dr. Priya to speak to us from the Christian Medical Association of India. We might come back to questions later. Dr. Priya, are you available?
Yes, I'm here, Dr. Michael.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. And as CMA, the Christian Medical Association of India, I bring greetings from New Delhi in India, from a very different part of the world and with all our challenges. But it is my privilege just to say a few words about the experience that we as a Christian membership organization of healthcare individuals as well as institutions have experienced during this 1.5 years of the pandemic, which has been quite a different experience. Yes, we are about 272 healthcare institutions, all Christian in their identity, as well as healthcare professionals, administrators, doctors, nurses, allied health professionals, and chaplains. This is who we are as a membership. And I think emphasizing the fact that CMI has been this very different and unique membership where it brings each person who contributes to the healthcare service, give each of them importance, because we understand that in these few months of pandemic, holistic approach was the biggest need. We were very fortunate to see an amazing amount of support that was extended through this HealthServe Australia. And I really am privileged to be invited to just say a few words during your annual general meeting. It's something that, I must say, because HealthServe Australia, actually it began with just a small group of friends whom I knew being, part of the same medical school in Tamil Nadu in the south part of our country. From there, we were introduced to Friends of Vellore, who I know have contributed and raised so much of donation to help CMC Vellore as an institution. And we were fortunate to be a part of receiving support from the HealthServe Australia. I must first say that it's not about the money, it's not about the funds, but it is about the time. I think the time that HealthServe Australia just invested in us in trying to understand what we were going through. Yes, we were going through many challenges as an organization, but by God's grace, we were able to hold that together, and there was enough funds to keep us afloat for our regular facilitation and coordination activities. But where the support was needed was in our CMI member institutions and hospitals. They were the ones who were stretched, who were overwhelmed, and who really bore the brunt of the second wave. The first wave was quiet, but the second wave hit, and it hit hard. But at that time, we were fortunate to have discussions with HealthServe Australia where they just took time to understand what was the issue, what was the need. Do we have enough information from the grassroots to ensure that the funds used will be utilized correctly? And thankfully, we as CMA had been doing this constant engaging with our institutions, so we had that information at hand. And also, not just Australia, but even the UK team who was engaged with HealthServe, HSA, they kept calling us and saying, so we've heard this from the ground, is it right? Or is it something that, is it true what we're hearing? So we were able to give credibility to any kind of information that was being promoted on the media. I think just the fact that they gave so much time to us to understand, and I know Dr. Michael personally has called me over, just to listen. He didn't say much. He just listened to my just rambling. And that for me was huge. And just when he understood what the need is, he just said, send us your proposals and we will help. And I'm really thankful to say that one of our hospitals in the northeast part of our country has been benefited, and they have, I mean, every small thing helped. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. And as an organization, we've got a lot of help from friends in Adelaide. There was a little group of individuals who helped, and of course, HSA Australia. But thank you so much for your prayers. I think that has helped a great deal. And there were other connections just for emotional connect and mental health, just to uplift our individuals, our healthcare workers. And I think all those gestures have played such an important role in us now bouncing back to being normal. Yes, CMA as the building, our headquarters was okay, but each of our hospitals, from being slumped down to almost by 80 to 70 to 80% of their income, they are now slowly climbing up. And just want to say thank you to each one of the donors, the contributors, the individuals, the organizations who have helped. And HSA is definitely one of them. And praise God for all your efforts and for all your time that you gave us. Thank you, Dr. Michael.